Hello everybody. In this video tutorial, I will show you how do you create the actually BingSearch project from scratch, and how do you add the steps, step definitions, and then finally hook up the BingSearch object with the step definitions. Um, so typically in the go ahead and basically create a new project. This is the new project that I have for the Bing search. So I have named the project as Bing search page object project. It's an empty project, so I'll go ahead and create the features file, actually features directory here, and just as same naming rule applies that we discussed in the earlier videos. So I'll go ahead and add the features directory, and then you can expand it, and you can see the features directory is being created. Let me go ahead and add the support directory as well. Okay. Currently these are empty directories, so let me go ahead and add a new feature file called BingSearch.feature. So this is where we'll be adding our test case and test scenario here. Now I already have created, so I'm going to copy and paste it here, and I have my BingSearch feature file created at this point. Now, as you realize that I have not created the step definition, so that would be the next step for me. So let me go ahead and create the step definitions for each of the steps. So here I'll be creating the step definition in the my_steps file. So I'll leave that default. So let me go back and create all of the steps quickly. Okay, once I have the step definitions, what I want is I want to make this values and coming in from my steps. So I'll go back to the feature here. There's this particular text. This is what I'll be searching during my automation test, and Intellect software is the one I'll be verifying as a search in the search results on the Bing page. So I want to automate that, and that's what this scenario is about. So let me go and modify the step definitions file, and I'll create a capture group here, and I'll supply not star. So that means any text after I enter, that one will be that will flow to this particular step definition as an argument. So I need to create the argument here. So let me go and do that. And I'll create as a search criteria. I'll name it as search criteria argument. The same thing I'll do with the Intellect software, because I want that to be verified in the last tab. And so I'll create a argument, a capture group here, and I'll supply the regular expression for that, and I'll add an argument. Okay. So once you have that, let's go ahead and remove the pending. So at this point, I should be able to run it, and my scenario feature file should have all the scenarios passed when I run the feature file. And as you can see here, I have one scenario, one passed, and 4 steps, all 4 passed. So now let's go ahead and create our Bing search object, or say Bing search class under support directory. So I'll right click on it and says new file, and I'll name it as BingSearch.rb. It's empty file. So first thing, when you add a class, you need to define the class and the name. So I'll call it as a BingSearch. And let's go ahead and add the 4 methods for each step quickly. So what this class supposed to do is, typically in the page of when you are using the object oriented pattern for the test automation, you will be typically creating the classes and the modules. We have not talked about the modules yet, but we talked about the classes in session number 4 during our bootcamp. So I'll show you here what we'll do as part of the class, basically class definition. So typically you will be creating all the methods that is necessary to test the functionality completely on a particular page class. So this is our Bing page class or Bing search class. And so typically when you are adding the methods, your methods needs to correspond to what you are doing in the step server. So here, first thing we need to provide in the method is visit the home page, visiting the actual page, so that we can navigate to the page. So I'll go ahead and add a new method called visit page, and so this method will allow us to actually go and visit the page. The second step would be to do the actual search criteria. Enter search criteria, and here I need the parameter I'm expecting that would be coming from the step to the step definition and then coming to the class method. So I'll specify the criteria as a parameter or argument. Then I'll be adding a new method called search. This one will actually do the search, and the last step would be to actually verify search results. And again, I would be criteria what I'm looking for on when I say verification. So I'll be adding that in the criteria. Okay. So now I have 4 methods, and when I run my feature again, I should be able to run it without any errors in this particular and again it passes. Now we only created the class, we have not any hooked up anything yet with the step definition. So first thing what you need to do is you need to tell, so I'm opening my step definition file, and first thing you need to refer is where is your class located. Without that you cannot create the Bing search object from this step definition file. So here I'll specify a relative path for the class file, which is located in the support directory, the Bing search class. So as soon as you type in required relative, and you can specify the double quotes, and then so right now I'm in the step definitions. That's my step. So I need to say go on one level up, and I need to specify the relative path. So here, as soon as you start typing dot dot, you will see all the class files or any files that you have on the any Ruby files that you have in your project. So I'll pick the Bing search. So now I have referenced my Bing search, and I should be able to code further. So here I can create a new object. Now my Bing search object is class is available, so I can create a new and create a brand new object. Now once you have the object, let's hook up our methods that we created for each step or each action. So here, given I am on Bing homepage, so I'm trying to go to the Bing homepage, and so I'll be adding the logic in the visit page to actually open the browser and go to the homepage. So that's where, but for now we'll be hooking up that method here in this particular step. Now our second step would be when I enter search criteria. So once I am on the homepage, Bing homepage, then I'll be entering the search criteria in a certain text box. So that's what we have enter search criteria method, and I want the search criteria that's coming as argument, uh, and I'll be passing that to my class method or the instance method. Here it's enter search criteria method. But then the third thing I would be doing would be yeah, then actually performing the search. So clicking on search button or whatever I do in the future. And the last step would be once I see the search results, I should need to verify something on the page. And I want to verify specific text, which is specified in my steps, which is coming to the step definition as an argument via search result argument. Yeah. So at this point, I have all three layers hooked up. So I have my feature file. From there, everything is flowing to the step definition file. And from there, I'm calling the BingSearch object. And BingSearch object, let me go and put some print methods so that we can see what happens. So I'm just adding some static text here. So that I can see when I run the program, I'll see what's happening as part of my program. Okay, so let me go and run my feature file. So I'll right click on it and say run. So it's throwing me error. Let's see what the error is. It's saying in visit page, I have one error. Oh, I misspelled puts to put. So let me correct it for all steps. Okay. And I will run the program again. All right, so now I'm seeing the results that from step definition, I'm calling this class method and it's printing out the visiting page. Then I have I'm entering search criteria, performing search and verifying the results. So this is the tutorial, and so I'm assuming that you will be able to follow through the instruction here and finish up at home, following the same way. And this is where we are hooking up the page objects, or kind of like simulating the behavior that page object will be following the page object pattern in the future. So remember that we'll be creating the class and then hooking that up class methods to the step definitions. And our parameters test data will flow from step to step definitions to the class to actually do that.